Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through questions 1 to 12 on what is expected for each of them. So let's begin. Question number 1. Describe your school. The key word here is describe. Imagine the reader is a blind person or a person that has never been to your school. Your job is to describe your school to them. For example, you can begin with the name of your school, the location of your school. In some instances, the school's name is the location of where it is, right? You can continue by describing the different viewpoints. Describe the entrance of the school. Describe as you are entering the school, what can you see? How many classrooms are there? Are there any volleyball courts, basketball courts, football fields? Is there any sidewalks, any gardens? Okay, where can you see most of the students? You can also describe the classroom. Inside the classroom, what do you see? Right? You can also go on to talk about the people, right? The students, the teachers. Describing your school doesn't only mean the physical things, the things you can see. You can talk about the people, how they are to you, right? This is where you can talk about your experience too. Okay, how was it for you? The first time you entered the school, your first day of class, how was it? Question number 2. How do the seasons affect you? Okay, so let's go over the seasons. There are 4 of them. We have summer, winter, spring, and autumn. Right? These are the 4 seasons. So, the question says, how do the seasons affect you? Alright, you can talk about does or doesn't. Does the seasons affect you? Yes, they do. Or no, they don't. Alright? How? How do they affect you? Is it a positive thing or a negative thing? For example, let's say from summer and you go on to winter, alright? You change from very hot to very cold. Does this have a positive impact on you? Do you like the cold? Or is it a negative impact? You don't like the cold. Okay? How does it affect you? Right? Does it affect your habits? Does it affect your interests? Right? For example, in the summer you can be out playing anywhere, right? Because it's not as cold. But for the winter, you have to be mindful on where you go. You cannot be outside for too long because it's very cold. Does it affect your personality? Right? Again, for summer, you might be very happy, right? But for winter, you get grumpy. Anything can easily make you triggered, make you sad, make you upset. Okay? And lastly, your appearance. Okay, how does this affect your appearance? The way you dress. Okay, for a very good example is for summer because of the heat. Many people are very active. They exercise a lot. But for winter, this isn't the case. They are at home. They usually don't go outside and they don't exercise as often. So they gain a couple of pounds, couple of kilograms. So they get a little bit fatter. Okay, appearance. Okay, let's continue to question number 3. What is the most important value to you? Explain. Okay, so here below I gave a couple of values, right? So a value to someone is what they expect or they what they would like for someone to have, right? For example, honesty, right? Kindness, generosity, courage, confidence. Okay, so these are some examples of values. Okay, so again, the question says most important. A person might like for someone to have many values, but if you had to choose only one, which one would it be? Would you like that person to be honest over everything else? Would you like that person to be kind over honesty? Would you like the person to be confident over courageous, over curiosity, over generosity, over kindness, over honesty? Okay, again, remember, choose one and explain. Okay, why? For example, let's say honesty. I think the most important value to me is honesty, right? You have to give me three three reasons or examples, past experiences as to why this value is the most important one to you. Question number 4. If you could become great at one thing, what could it be? Okay, again, one thing, pick one. You might want to be great at many things, right? You would want to be the most intelligent person, getting A pluses on all your tests. And you might want to be the most athletic person, all right? Being able to run the fastest, jump the highest, or you may want to have a very good memory, right? You can remember anything. You can even remember something that happened 10 years ago. Okay, comedy, being very funny, being able to say many jokes. Art, okay, being able to draw, to paint, making friends, right? So these are some examples, but again, remember, only pick one. One thing that you wish you could become great at. Okay, and again, give me 3 reasons as to why, right? You can talk about your past experiences or how you being good at this thing would improve your lives, right? For example, let's say I pick making friends. Why would I want to be great at making friends? You can say, I wish I could become great at making friends because, well, now I don't really have many friends, I only have a few. So if I could make friends, this would improve my life by being able to talk to many people, to experience many different things with them. If I want to go and watch the movies, I can call them. My friend, let's go and watch movies together. Okay? So again, pick one thing you wish you could become great at and give me reasons as to why you would like this. Continuing to question number 5. What do you like better, TV or movies? Explain. Okay, for this one, keyword is better, right? Someone might like to watch the TV or to go to the movies. to the movie theater, right? So which one do you like better? Some reasons someone might prefer the TV would be that you can watch the TV at home, right? You can sit on your sofa and be very comfortable. At home, when you're watching TV, you have unlimited movies. You can choose from over 200 different channels. Each channel has a different thing you can watch, right? Unlimited snacks. You can sit on your sofa, you can eat any snack, you can drink any drink you would like, right? Also, watching the TV is cheaper than going to the movies. You don't have to pay for the movie ticket. You don't have to pay for the bus or the MRT to get to the movie theater, right? Now for the movies. When you go to the movies, you can watch a movie on the large screen. You can watch exclusive movies, right? These are movies that you can only watch at the movie theater. You cannot watch it on your TV screen, right? At the movie theater, the sound quality is very good. You can hear every sound that is coming out. All right, the last one would be the good atmosphere. Imagine you are in the movie theater with over 200 people, everyone very excited, right? That would create a very good atmosphere, right? So again, for this question, you can talk about your past experiences, right? You can, let's say someone went to the movie theater and their experience was a bad one. Would they like to go to the movie theater again? Probably not, right? So talk about your experience. It can be a good one, which makes you prefer going to the movie theater, or it can be a bad one, a negative one that makes you prefer watching the TV. Number 6, what star sign are you? What types of personality traits do you have? Okay, so the first part of the question, what star sign are you? Here I've listed the 12 of them. You can take a look. I have them numbered from 1 to 12, each one with a personality trait of each one. Take a look. For example, we have number 1, Aries, right? That is the first star sign. And the common personality trait for that star sign would be that they are ambitious, right? Another example would be number 5, Leo, right? Their personality trait would be that they are passionate. Okay, so take a look and see if the, well, your star sign, does your star sign and the personality trait of that star sign matches your one, right? So continuing on, it says, what type of personality traits do you have, right? So again, you can compare. Let's say you are number 1, Aries, right? The personality trait of an Aries would be ambitious. Are you an ambitious person, right? Can be yes or no. And you can give me some examples as to why you think you are or you have similar traits to Aries. Or you can give me examples that says that you don't have a typical Aries personality trait. And let's say that all of the personalities your star sign has, you don't match with none of them. You can give me your personality traits, right? Explain to me, why do you think you have this personality trait? Give me some examples as well. Question number 7. Do you make friends easily? All right, for this question, it's a simple yes or no. Yes, I do make friends easily, or no, I don't make friends easily. You would have to explain to me why that is your answer. Right? Let's say you answer by saying yes. Yes, I do make friends easily. What would be your reasons? Are you an outgoing person? Are you a friendly person? Right? If you said no, no, I don't make friends easily. Why is that? Are you a shy person? Are you an unfriendly person? Right? Some other examples as to why a person might not make friends as easily as someone else would be, how do you look? Imagine you have a person that has his hair well cut, right? Is wearing a very clean shirt, very clean pants, versus a person that has very messy hair, a dirty shirt, a dirty pants. Would you talk to this person? Would you not talk to this person? Right? The way you look can greatly affect how easily you make a friend. The same can be said as how you speak. When you speak, if you speak in a very loud manner, in a very rude manner, it would not be as easy for you to make a friend. Versus if you speak very low, very calmly, right? It would be easy for someone to make a friend. Okay. Also, you can talk about your experiences, right? If you say, yes, I make friends easily, right? What would be an experience you've had making a friend, right? You can tell me that one day you were walking down the park and you saw someone and immediately you just started to talk to that person, right? It's easy for you to make a friend, right? The last one is, do you wish to change? Let's say, no, I can't make a friend easily. Do you wish to change to, yes, I can make a friend easily? Okay. Or the vice versa. Yes, I can make friends easily, but I don't like that. I wish I couldn't make friends easily, right? And give me your reason as to why that is the case. Maybe you don't like talking to people, or you really like talking to people, you like interacting with people. Okay, continuing to question 8. Do you like to cook? Why or why not? Right, so the first part, do you like to cook? Yes or no? Yes, I like to cook, or no, I don't like to cook. Okay, give me your reasons as to why you chose yes or no. Some examples for no would be lack of experience, right? I have never cooked before, so I don't really know how to. So I am a bit scared because I don't have an experience, right? It's too difficult. The recipe is too difficult to follow. Or I'm just too lazy. I prefer to buy food. Or I'm scared to burn down the house, right? This could be a past experience, right? Let's say one day you decided to cook, but when you realize the house almost burnt down, right? That might be a reason why you would not try to cook again, right? The last one is attracts insects. When you cook, you end up with a lot of dirty dishes. Maybe you don't like cleaning them. And when you realize it has already attracted insects and is a bigger of a mess you have to deal with. Okay, now let's go to yes. Yes, I like to cook. Why would someone like to cook? All right, some examples would be it's healthier. It's a healthier option. All right, if you can cook something at home, you know what you're cooking with. You can cook with less oil. You can cook with healthier things. You can add more vegetables. You can add more meat. You can add things you prefer. Next is you can express yourself. All right, you can design. Let's say you cook a cake. You can design. You can express yourself on the cake. You can make it as cute or as beautiful as you wish. Okay, self-achievement. When you make something, you feel like you've done something very good, right? You become proud of yourself. Okay, next is cheaper. It is cheaper to cook than to buy food. And the last one, there is no time constraints. Imagine it's 12 at night, right? Midnight, and you get very hungry. And you're trying to look for a restaurant, but all the restaurants are closed. So what will you eat? So you can say that you like to cook for this reason. You can cook at any time you wish during the day. Okay, one last thing would be, again, your experience in cooking. Do you have experience in cooking? If you say yes, was it a good experience? Was it a bad experience? Because if it was a bad experience, would you cook again? Probably not. But if it was a good experience, yes, you would probably want to cook again. Question 9. What would you do if a stranger started talking to you? Okay, so for this question, imagine you are just walking around, right? Or standing around waiting for something. And a stranger comes up to you and starts talking to you. What would you do? There's two ways or two scenarios for this. It's a good scenario or a bad scenario. So let's start with the bad scenario, right? So if a stranger starts talking to you in a rude manner, his appearance is a bad one, right? It's at night, right? It's very dark. And the stranger approaches you at a back street or at an alley, right? What would you do? You probably would ignore the person, right? You would try to run away. You would shout for help. You would seek for assistance, right? And if this doesn't help, you would fight if necessary, right? To protect yourself. So this is for the bad scenario. Now let's talk about the good scenario, right? Let's say the stranger, when he approaches you, he is polite. He's like, hello, excuse me, may I ask you a question? Right? What is the appearance of the stranger? Does he have a clean shirt? Is he well dressed? Right? During the day, right? When the person approaches you, it is during the day in a well lit area, right? He approaches you at the park or at the department store, right? This is the good scenario. What would you do? You would probably respond back, right? You would answer his question. You would be polite too. You would be friendly towards this person, right? And if the person is very friendly too, you can try to befriend him, right? Befriend him or her. So these are the two scenarios, a good or a bad scenario, right? Also, you can talk about stranger. Okay, who is the stranger? Is the stranger a female? Is the stranger a male, a child, or an elderly person? Right? So who the person is greatly affects how you respond to the situation, to the scenario. So again, let's read the question. It says, what would you do if a stranger started talking to you? Okay, what would you do? Question number 10. Tell me about your most unforgettable experience. Okay, keyword here is most. You might have many unforgettable experiences, but pick your most unforgettable experience. Some examples of unforgettable experiences would be if you got into an accident and you were sent to the hospital, right? Let's say your hand got chopped off, or you were in a car accident and you had to spend a whole month in the hospital. This would be a very unforgettable experience, right? How about traveling? Let's say you wish that you could travel to Japan and your wish became true. You traveled to Japan last year and every day you think about your trip to Japan or your birthday. For this birthday, you got the best present you could have wished for, or graduation, or a major achievement, accomplishment, something you've been working towards for many years. Okay, which one is your most unforgettable experience and why? All right, give me some reasons as to why this was your most unforgettable experience. Again, you can compare. You might have many unforgettable experiences, but why is the one you are choosing the most unforgettable experience? Question 11. Do you have something in common with your parents? Okay, in common. For example, let's say your parent, let's say your dad, is very funny and you are very funny too. This is something you have in common with your parent, right? So this is an example. So again, let's read the question. Do you have something in common with your parents? All right. Some examples would be your personality traits, values, interests, or hobbies. All right. Again, let's say your parent can be either mom or dad or both. They're very honest and you are a very honest person too. All right. Or you can even say, no, I don't have something in common with my parent. All right. My parent is honest and I am not. All right. You can give me examples as to when or a time that you were dishonest. All right. Again, if you answer yes, you can talk about your appearance, right? Do you look similar to your mom or to your dad? Right? Your personality. Okay, personality traits. Again, honest, intelligence. Are you good at telling jokes? Are you athletic? Right? And the last one is skill. Right? You can have many skills. Let's say one of your parent is very good at drawing, at painting, and you are too. Right? So this is something you have in common. Right? So now we've established that yes, I have something in common with my parent, or no, I don't have something in common with my parent. right? Is this a good thing or is it a bad thing? Okay, what is your thought on this or any experience you can talk about, right? For example, let's say my my father is very intelligent. When he was my age, he get A pluses on all his exams, but I am not intelligent. For my exams, my tests, I get 50s, 60s, 70s, right? So intelligence is something we don't have in common. So you can say, I think this is a bad thing. Why? Because I need to study more so I can get a high grade as he did. If I was as intelligent as him, if I shared this common trait with him, I wouldn't have to spend so much time studying, right? Give me your thoughts on it. Okay, question number 12. Do you like watching TV? Why or why not? Okay, again for this question, yes or no? Yes, I like watching TV, or no, I don't like watching TV, right? So you have to give me your reasoning as to why you chose yes or no. Some examples or reasons you would say yes, right? Watching TV is very entertaining, right? I can do it anytime, right? Let's say um, a typhoon is coming, right? The only thing you can do is be inside your home, right? I can watch TV, it's fine. But if it was something else I had to do outside, it would be impossible for me to do, right? No hassle. I don't have to do much to watch TV. All I need to do is sit on my comfy sofa and turn it on. Turn on a TV and I'm watching it. I don't have to put in as much effort to watch TV. Okay? No, I don't like watching TV. Why? It might be boring. Or I prefer to do other things. I don't like watching TV. I prefer playing football. I prefer drawing. Or I prefer doing homework, right? So those are some examples. And you can say that you don't like watching TV because you need to pay for it, right? You need to pay so you can watch different channels on your TV, and it might be expensive. So that's why you don't like watching TV, right? If you say no, I don't like watching TV, right? What are other activities you prefer doing, right? As I mentioned, you can say, no, I don't like watching TV. I prefer playing football, basketball, volleyball, or you can say, I prefer to draw, to sing, to dance. Okay, what are other activities you like doing instead of watching TV? All right, so this was question 12. Again, you can talk about your experience.